depression, anxiety and bipolar at the age of 15. I know this misplaced route is actually very common for autistic teenage girls, and I'm sure we'll hear more about this next. During my diagnosis, adolescent Asperger's was mentioned. However, I was told that I shouldn't push for a diagnosis as it wouldn't help me. Thus, I kept my autism a secret, largely for the fear of being treated differently. In my first corporate job after university, I was very introverted and anxious. To my colleagues, I probably appeared shy and awkward. In reality, I was studying social cues or analysing the tone of emails. Essentially, I was masking, which is a typical trait of many female neurodivergent individuals. I hit a turning point in 2019 when I had an autistic meltdown during a promotion interview. When I was told that I had not been selected for the promotion, my line manager pulled me to the side after seeing that I was upset. It was that moment I blurted out that I was autistic and I'd been struggling. I now know that I was struggling without simple adjustments to help me thrive rather than just survive in the workplace. Well, I expected the worst and to be treated differently. But my line manager just said, okay, what can we do to help you? Which is totally different to what I'd catastrophized in my head. This was the beginning of the change in my experience in the workplace, for the better. I had an assessment with occupational health for workplace adjustments, including coaching sessions to understand how my brain works and tactics for the corporate world and also for my personal life. I also underwent a screening for ADHD last year, which came back positive. So I have both got autism and ADHD. I also reached out to Dan after reading his amazing viral LinkedIn post, There Is No Look to Autism. And that began for me to feel more empowered to share my story with friends and close co-workers. Though it must have been hard for Dan to share such a personal story about his son, the Joshi man, it's evident that such bravery in raising awareness of neurodiversity does lead to wider acceptance across society, and I'm truly grateful to Dan for starting this. We did great things together across the large corporate we're working in. One example is that in March 2021, I shared with my department of 200 employees of my journey during Neurodiversity Celebration Week. From this, I had a flurry of colleagues in my department approach me with their personal stories, whether they had just had a late diagnosis in life or that they also felt like it had been hidden. Or to say that the information and story that I had shared changed their holistic knowledge on neurodiverse conditions and that they wanted to become better educated and changed what they thought they knew. When companies get it right for neurodivergent individuals, they become empowered and enabled, not just to thrive in jobs, but also in their personal lives. Yeah. With the support and tools equipped by my former employer, I am now, for the first time ever, confident in asking for adjustments in interviews and in the workplace. I can see here today a passion in corporates to do better by neurodivergent workforce, evident in the huge number of founding members who have joined Neurodiversity in business. However, we are only just at the beginning of this journey, and I truly believe neurodiversity in business will be there to help change the world, support and pave the way in evolving the narrative. Personally, I would just really encourage the corporates and fantastic advisory board members to remember that this social movement at its heart is a collective effort, which has been mentioned today. We're going to achieve so much more by truly working together and putting aside commercial interests. Though there may be different interests and opinions, we have the common good to think about. Having seen the amazing change Dan made in one large corporate, I personally really trust him to lead neurodiversity in business and for you all to come together and practice what you preach. Believe me, the community need you to prioritise this objective. To conclude, I want to return to the fear I stated earlier of being treated differently. Through my journey here today, I've come to my own epiphany. If I share my story with a room of 100 people and only one person treats me differently, then that is success. another 99 people have at least heard my story and have been educated. So thank you for listening, and I hope you're all as excited for the future of neurodiversity workforce as I am. And let's all get behind neurodiversity in business, work as a collective, and continue to achieve great things.